FNAF 2 isn't a prequel, it's a confession. A game that looks so chaotic on the surface, but underneath, it quietly reveals one of the most disturbing truths in the entire franchise. Facial recognition, criminal databases, dead children still aware, and a location that was never meant to last. Tonight, we're not using theories, we're not using future games. This is the story of FNAF 2, using only what the game itself tells us. FNAF 2 presents itself as an upgrade. New animatronics, safer systems, a quote unquote kid friendly redesign. But that's the first red flag, because hidden beneath the bright colors are old animatronics, broken, rotting, discarded. The phone guy tells us they're being kept for parts, but think about that. If they were truly outdated, why keep them all? The answer is simple. Because something already went wrong before this location opened. Phone Guy casually drops one of the most insane pieces of lore in the entire series. The animatronics are connected to a criminal database. They can detect predators, and they can identify threats. That means these machines are actively scanning people. Now ask yourself, if the system works, why are you being attacked? You're wearing a security uniform. You're supposed to be safe. But every animatronic in the building is actively hunting you. That means one of two things. Either the system is broken, or you match something in that database. The Freddy mask isn't just gameplay, it's lore. When you put it on, the animatronics stop attacking. Why? Because they think you're one of them. That tells us something critical. These animatronics are not just malfunctioning, they are actively identifying who belongs and who doesn't. And when they see you without a mask, you're an intruder, a threat, something that doesn't belong in their world. This isn't random aggression, it's targeted behavior. Now, we get to the most important evidence in the entire game, the minigames. They are not random, they are memories, fragments of something that already happened. In the Save Them minigame, you walk through the building, bodies are scattered across the floor, children, dead, and the animatronics are still moving around them. This confirms something huge. The murders didn't happen in secret. They happened inside the building. The Give Gifts, Give Life minigame. The puppet places masks on lifeless children, and suddenly, they become the animatronics. This is the moment everything changes, because it shows us directly the animatronics are not just machines. They are being given life. Now, the puppet. The puppet isn't attacking you like others. It's doing something else. It's creating them, giving them purpose, giving them awareness. Without the puppet, there are no haunted animatronics. Everything in FNAF 2 points to one terrifying conclusion. These animatronics are not just possessed, they are aware. They track you. They react to deception, and they respond differently depending on your actions. They are thinking, and more importantly, they're acting with intent, not just attacking randomly. They are trying to stop you. Now, the phone guy confirms it. The bite of 87 happened, and it was so severe that the animatronics were no longer allowed to walk around during the day. Now, look at who's capable of that. Not the withered animatronics, they're barely functional. But the toy animatronics, they move freely. They interact with guests, and one of them went too far. By the end of the game, the location is closing. The toy animatronics are being scrapped, and everything is being shut down. Why? Because whatever system they built failed completely. The safer animatronics became dangerous, the building became a crime scene, and the entire operation collapsed. If we only use FNAF 2, here's the story so far. A new location opens with advanced animatronics designed to detect threats, but something happens. Children are murdered inside the building. The puppet gives life to the victims, binding them to the animatronics. Now aware, now active, they begin targeting anyone they see as a threat. The system meant to protect people becomes the very thing hunting them, and the building doesn't survive it. FNAF 2 doesn't just show us a haunted restaurant, it shows us the exact moment everything went wrong. Not through cutscenes, not through dialogue, but through behavior, through systems, through consequences. And the scariest part, none of this hidden. It was always right in front of us. We just didn't realize what we were looking at. Okay, so knowing what we know now, let's see how FNAF 2 connects to FNAF 1. See, FNAF 2 wasn't the mystery, it was the warning. Because everything happens in that game doesn't end there. It leads directly into something smaller, quieter, more controlled. A location where everything feels simpler. But it's not. Because FNAF 1 is what happens after everything goes wrong. In FNAF 2, everything spirals out of control. Murders, possession, and aggressive animatronics. So what does the company do? They scale everything back. FNAF 1 is smaller, cheaper, more restricted. No facial recognition, no frame roaming during the day, and no experimental systems. Just doors, lights, and power. This isn't an upgrade, it's containment. At the end of FNAF 2, we're told the toy animatronics are being scrapped, completely removed. Why? Because they were too dangerous, too aware, too unpredictable. So in FNAF 1, they're gone, erased, like they never existed. But something else returns. Remember the withered animatronics, the ones hidden in the back room, broken, ignored, left behind? Those are the ones that come back, repaired, reused, and rebranded. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. FNAF 1 isn't introducing new characters, it's showing you the same ones after they've been rebuilt. In FNAF 2, the animatronics were aggressive, but in FNAF 1, they feel focused. They don't wander randomly, they hunt you, specifically. They check cameras, they move strategically, and they wait for opportunities. That behavior didn't come from nowhere, it carried over. Because whatever gave them life in FNAF 2 is still inside them. In FNAF 2, you could trick them. The Freddy mask made them hesitate, but in FNAF 1, that doesn't work anymore. Why? Because they've adapted. They don't rely on recognition systems anymore. They don't need databases. They know what you are, and now they don't fall for it. Listen carefully to the calls in FNAF 1. He downplays everything, jokes about it, brushes it off, because there's a fear underneath, because he's seen this before. He knows what these animatronics can do, and yet he still tells you to stay. By night 4, he's gone. No more guidance, no more reassurance, just silence. And the machines that are getting closer every night, this isn't a training job anymore. It's survival. If we connect only what we see in FNAF 2 to what we experience in FNAF 1, the story becomes clear. The events of FNAF 2 created something. Awareness, aggression, purpose. The company tried to fix it, rebuild it, simplify it, and control it. But they didn't remove the problem, they just moved it. FNAF 1 isn't the beginning, it's the aftermath. A smaller building, fewer systems, less freedom, because they learned the hard way. What happens when these machines are allowed to think? And the scariest part, even after everything, they're still there, still watching, and still remembering. FNAF 2 showed us how it started, and FNAF 1 showed us what's left behind. And once you see the connection, you realize something terrifying. This wasn't an accident, it was a chain reaction. One that never actually stopped. So now you've seen it. FNAF 2 wasn't just chaos, and FNAF 1 wasn't random. It was the aftermath. Everything connects. Every system, every failure, every decision. And the worst part, this wasn't the end. Because if FNAF 2 created the problem, and FNAF 1 tried to contain it, then what comes next? If you want the story of FNAF 1, this is kind of where FNAF 1 starts to get into the next series of the games. Now, if you want to see how I incorporate FNAF 3 into the whole story so far, go ahead and like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next upload. Now, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.